Hey, how's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel with some more Arsenal transfer news, transfer updates, discussions, opinions, and all that good stuff. Sorry, first things first, for about the late upload. Went out swimming with friends and everything, and basically I'm recording this video at midnight my time, so happy days. But we are here, we are still talking about transfers, discussing them, thinking about them, and there's quite some interesting stuff happening today, so we're definitely gonna get in that in a second. But firstly, I want to say thank you for your massive support. All the subs, comments, likes, everything just blows my mind. Genuinely has blown my mind how much you are engaged in this, with comments especially. It has been out of this world, so thank you guys so much for that. If you could smash a like, comment, of course subscribe. The goal is to get 100 subs before Premier League kicks off this for the season. That would be appreciated. But now, enough jibba jabba from me. Let's get into the transfer. And we're kicking things off with the fact that Arsenal have signed a goalkeeper. And it's not a second goalkeeper as many would imagine. Arsenal Academy has signed Lucas Nygaard, whatever his name, yeah, sounds rough, but it is Lucas, a Danish goalkeeper from to our academy. I think it was for free, but he have signed him. He will train with youngsters. It's very interesting because I think a few weeks ago there was overhaul fully. The Arteta and everyone is doing full overhaul of the youth system, youth academy, and all that stuff. So we're signing new players. We hired new scouting department. Well, not maybe scouting department, but new scouts. So that will be very interesting to see how this develops. A new signing, a goalkeeper. We'll see how this develops. But yeah, what I can say, never seen him play, never see him how he does based on stats. We'll see basically, but yeah, welcome to Arsenal. Moving things on with the fact that we have no idea what Arsenal actually wants to do, and it feels like Arsenal don't have any idea what they want to do, because one of the today's styles is Arsenal transfer predictions made as quiet window addressed amid striker link. Mikel Arteta is said to bluster his squad in the summer transfer window with a new center forward said to be the priority area to be addressed. Now, first things first, when season ended, it was we need to sign a striker. Then it was said that before Euros kick off, we are trying to sign a striker. Basically, trying to sign Sesko, it didn't happen. We are in phase 3 in this. Phase 4, after not signing Sesko, it was Arsenal are now focusing on maybe attacking winger / midfield. Okay, links started to fly out left, right, and center, and now we are in phase 5. And we are back at Arsenal want to sign a number 9, which is priority. And it just shows how all over the place these reports are. You can't take any of them for granted until David Ornstein tweets that it's done deal. Fabrizio Romano says here we go pretty much. Or the club tweets out that it has been done. The thing is with the club tweeting it out, obviously everyone knows he's been signed, and club tweets out the video and everything like a month later, it feels like. A week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later. So basically what we're trying to do here is to put pieces of the puzzle fully together to get the overall picture. And basically the picture at the moment is the fact that none of these reports have actually any proper basis on the fact what Arsenal want. Because we have been linked with billions of players in most the positions that Arsenal all the time basically have said they want to bluster. We wanted to sign a number 9, we were linked with 50 strikers. Arsenal said they have diverted their attention to winger / midfielder. We get billions of links for midfielder and wingers. Now again, Arsenal are blustered to attack, and again, 100% sooner rather or later, it will be again another striker madness. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, but it just shows that nobody besides Arsenal, Edu, Arteta, I assume Garlic and everyone, and maybe Kroenkes, nobody has any clue what is going on. So you may be asking why are we doing this? Basically to discuss players, how they could fit in our system, would that work, and to get try and get complete picture of what Arsenal actually are getting themselves into in this market, because I generally have a feeling this will be a very, very slow market. Moving on to 2 Premier League clubs in talks to sign 40 million Arsenal star this summer, and in this instance we are talking about Emil Smith-Rowe. According to Charles Watts, Kappa Watts basically, because of the Tony stuff that got released, the final decision Emil Smith-Rowe's future has not been made yet, which is interesting. But Obviously, despite that, Fulham and Crystal Palace are the ones that have both made contact with Arsenal regarding Emil Smith-Rowe. Obviously, it was reported that Arsenal seek more than 40 million for the transfer. I'm not sure whether it's gonna happen or not. Most likely not, but I would think so, that we could get a price around 35 if we push it 40 million for Emil Smith-Rowe if we decide to sell him, because at the moment he's in a pre-season at Marbella, training separately before the actual pre-season kicks off for Arsenal with Mikel Arteta, Timba and other guys who are not on international duty but play for Arsenal. So it will be very interesting to see, but the longest rumors about Arsenal players leaving mostly are actually Emil Smith-Rowe, Eddie Nketiah, Thomas Partey, because we haven't had anything pretty much about Ramsdale. So it will be very interesting to see how this develops. Rabiot, what can be said about him? The latest Arsenal transfer news, as the Gunners are one of the clubs said to be interested in potential move for the French midfielder, who could be available on a free transfer this summer. Basically, in 3 days, well, 3 days midnight, basically in 4 days, July 1st, if contracts are not extended, they run out, and many players can become free agents and sign for whoever they want, when they can get whatever they ask, basically, because if you sign a player on free, more or less it kind of accumulates overall at the end to get a player if you would have paid the price and then offered him lower wages. But yeah, Arsenal are one of the ones, Manchester United is one, and Aston Villa is the third one. Now, obviously Aston Villa have the PSR thing going on, so it will see interesting how that develops. United are in for midfielder. They've been linked with Ugarte from PSG and other midfielders. But yeah, for me, Rabiot is a no-go. He's a very average player in my opinion. He doesn't stand out in any department overall. And the biggest fact for me is he doesn't do great for France. He's playing there because, let's be real, if Pogba was playing, there was no chance Rabiot would be seeing light of day in that team. But the biggest thing is, if he's not good enough for Juventus, how can he be good enough for Arsenal? And that is the biggest thing, because at the moment Arsenal are ahead of Juventus. Genuinely, in the team, in the playstyle, developments and everything. They have just signed Thiago Motta, so it will be very interesting how this develops. But overall, at the moment, I can say that in terms of how we play football and everything, Arsenal at the moment are in front of Juventus. So if he's not good enough for a team that at the moment is worse than Arsenal, we're not talking about achievements here, but at the moment and at this given time, how can he be good enough for Arsenal? How? Albert Sambi Lokonga, what can we say? It looks like he's going out on another loan, and it looks like he might be moving to La Liga because but now Lokonga is set for another move away from the Gunners. According to Spanish outlet Penalty, Lokonga has agreed personal terms with Sevilla to join them for 24-25 season. Sevilla are content to pay a €3 million, £2.5 million fee for the loan move. And it's understood the only sticking point is the fact that Arsenal want to include mandatory purchase option. And that is the biggest thing. That is the biggest thing in this, because there are many things that Arsenal, it feels like, cannot do, and one of them is sell players properly. And so they try to sneak in these deals where they kind of loan out with obligation to buy, like we did with Pablo Mari. We loaned him out to Monza, and they said if they stay in Serie A, they don't get relegated. They have to sign him for 5 million, something similar in that department. So it will be very interesting if Garlic, Edu, and everything can maybe discuss this deal and maybe make it real. The thing is though, 17.2 million we'd sign him for. There's no chance in hell we are getting that back. I would say 10 million would be, 10 to 12 million would be proper. It's very weird how this has happened, because there is a player in Lokonga, but not that high level of a player. So we'll have to wait and see how this develops, whether this loan deal actually materializes. But for now, it looks like Lokonga might be joining Sevilla on loan, but the talks are still ongoing. They might take him on loan without mandatory purchase option. So it's interesting, it's very weird, and we will have to wait and see. Thomas Partey, he has been approached by Saudi Public Investment Fund, PIF. They want to quickly finalize personal terms. Partey expected to leave. Obviously Arsenal is in this summer. With Arsenal obviously open to letting him go. If we let Partey go, it means we need to sign 2 midfielders, one for number 6, and I would say maybe 2 for even one for number 6, and one can play 8 and a 6. so we can rotate Rice and those three around. And that this could explain Edu's chip Saudi last month. Obviously, it could. There's no shadow of a doubt about it. Obviously, there were reports about a week ago that Saudi still don't know their budgets. What can they spend, how much they can spend, on who they can spend, and all that stuff. I think it's coming to life in July 1st. I think, don't quote me on that one. I don't know how Saudi League works. But if Saudi have been approached, if Party has been approached by Saudi Investment Fund, it means that they want to do this. They want to discuss deal and everything. It's just a matter, if this comes to life properly, it's just a matter of how much they're willing to pay for Thomas Partey. And that, then Edu has to do a proper job, because if we let him go for about 10-15 million, not gonna lie, I'll be hella pissed. I want to see him go for 25-30 million at least. Apparently, Arsenal have been given Calafiori transfer hope. Arsenal have been linked with a number of players for IT positions, obviously. However, there are still needs in the other positions, and recent links to Bologna defender Kounde Calafiori have again highlighted the desire to strengthen defensive options. Obviously, Arsenal in for quite a bit of defenders. We're gonna talk about one in a second. That will be a mad one. But yeah. He played amazingly well for Bologna. He's playing at the moment with Italy international duty. I'm not sure what to make of him, but the fact is he plays one of the main roles for Bologna, and he would come to Arsenal to be secondary option, because let's be real, he's not getting ahead of Saliba or Gabriel, and that could be a massive issue. Yes, he can play kind of left-sided center back / left back if you push it, but I don't want to see these makeshift type of players in certain situations, because we have makeshift defenders all over our back line, because every single defender can pretty much play 2 or 3 positions. Either Tomiyasu, who can play all across the back line, Kivior can play left back, center back. Okay, Saliba, Gabriel are 2 that are locked at center back, but for example Ben White, right back, center back. Timber can play right back, center back, technically also a DM, number 6. And Zinchenko, well, he can play, just not very good, so he needs to go, in my opinion, as soon as possible. By the way, and you get it done now. But yeah, I'm not sure whether I don't want to see this deal happen, genuinely, because as lots of potential he has, and how good he has been for Bologna. It has been one season, in my opinion, that he has properly shown as one of the main guys. And for Italy as well, we'll see how Italy does with him and team the back line. We'll have to wait and see for that as well in the Euros. But for me personally, it's not a good move, because we have more urgent places and positions in the team we need to strengthen, and properly getting a center back at the moment. Yes, we have Kivior as a backup technically for Gabriel, but at the moment, yeah, it's not the one I want to see. Genuinely not the one I want to see. And I think that would be at the moment a waste of money, especially since we are very, very light in about 4 positions at the moment. Number 9, a winger, right winger specifically for backup for Saka, number 6, and a left back. So that would definitely not be the thing to prioritize at the moment. Jules Kounde, this was out of nowhere. Justin, Arsenal are interested in signing Jules Kounde according to Gerard Romero, and that was released during the day. Now later on, about few hours later, more of these rumors started to pick up the pace, and it only wasn't from Gerard Romero, it was from other sources as well. It's very interesting because he can play right back / center back. He is one of the main guys for Barcelona, playing 35 of the 38 games last season. He scored a goal, got 2 assists. He started the season at center back. He played about 15 games there, and then rest of the season he played at right back. So why would he switch from Barcelona to Arsenal? If he comes to Arsenal, he doesn't have a guaranteed role whatsoever. Unless we are thinking about, I don't know, selling Ben White, because or Saliba is leaving, because there's no other option. Yes, we need quality on the bench. Yes, he could potentially, there's rumors he could be available for 40 to 45 million. For that price, as a backup, if he's willing to take that, 100% I would take him, just because then definitely we have defensively proper rotation. For me, he's better than, he has proven himself more than Calafiori has in his footballing career, so definitely I would entertain this option. 100%. Whether it will materialize or not, will it actually happen? I would say 99% no. Because I generally don't see Jules Kounde leaving Barcelona for Arsenal at this moment. Yes, Arsenal have big pool and everything, but he would come to Arsenal, wouldn't be one of the main guys. He would play he would be definitely a backup option, as I said, and he would play in cups. He would definitely play quite a bit of games for Arsenal, give Saliba a rest, but Saliba, as he has been overplayed to insane amount, just like Bukayo Saka, so we definitely don't have a backup for right center back. Maybe Timber could have played there if he didn't got injured. So it will be very interesting to see how this develops. But Jules Kounde to Arsenal, that is an option I would definitely be very interested in if it came to life and it actually would have some merit. At the moment it's just a rumor, but I definitely wouldn't be against that if it happened for about 40 to 45 million pounds. Because he's valued at 45 million euros, which is about 38 million pounds. If we could get him for 40 to 45 million pounds, 100% I wouldn't be against that. I'm not gonna lie. And the last one for today, just to make you laugh. Basically, I'm not sure who makes these articles, but it is nuts. Neymar has barely featured for Al Hilal due to injury. Neymar to Arsenal, Mikel Arteta told it's not impossible to get the transfer done. And instantly, bang, article has been written and all that stuff is coming through. Ex-Arsenal man Gilberto Silva believes a summer transfer that sees Neymar playing for Gunners is not impossible. So here it says, Mikel Arteta told it's not impossible. And now it says Neymar, or it means it's been told to Mikel Arteta that it's not impossible. The Brazilian has endured a horror spell since moving to Saudi, playing just a handful of games for Al Hilal before a major injury stuck. Yeah, he's with age very injury prone. Plus he's 32. So definitely that doesn't fit the age profile Arteta wants, which I think is utter piece of crap, because at the moment with the youth we have, we need to sign established, experienced players to lift the team up. To give them experience, winning mentality, the players who can carry them over the line. Not another youth project, because this project needs to stop. Now it's time to deliver. If you don't deliver, you need to get sacked. That's it. Genuinely, that's it. So definitely, I don't think Gilberto told, I'd love to see Neymar in the Premier League with Arsenal. It would be very interesting, that's for sure. It would bring a lot of joy to fans and make competition even more special. When you look at Premier League, we want to see the best players in the world. To have him around would be great. Let's see. It's not impossible that he could join Arsenal. Why not? And now, Neymar previously produced huge numbers, especially during Barcelona days. Obviously, the MSN was just nuts. He has often played from a wider role, however, rather than a number 9, which may not appeal Mikel Arteta, obviously, because we need a number 9. And he has been open himself to Premier League move in earlier days, and I admire United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. They are the teams, they are always there fighting, obviously. Now, Neymar is sitting out Copa America because of the injury and everything. Next season, leave it to me. Let's go Hilal. This year, Saudi is blue. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. If you want to laugh, have a good laugh, if you're feeling down, just read this article. Think about Neymar coming to Arsenal. Because genuinely, that's the biggest load of bollocks I have heard in long time linked with Arsenal. I get Arsenal links with random players, random positions and all that stuff. But Neymar at this time to Arsenal, I'm sorry, no thank you, because that would be massive amount, massive wages and everything. And let's be real, with 32, being as injury prone as he has been when he was at PSG 2 later years and now at Al Hilal, no chance whatsoever. It's just a piece to get clicks. But if you want a good laugh, there you go. Anyhow, those are transfer rumors from me for you today. Let me know down in comments, what do you think about Emil Smith-Rowe, maybe Fulham, Crystal Palace, Jules Kounde links and other links as well. Obviously, again, sorry for the late upload, but it is what it is. And yeah, as I said before, thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Obviously, share the video for this as well. Take care, stay safe, and see you all tomorrow. Peace.